Your neighbor drives a $70,000 SUV. Your coworker vacations in Bali twice a year. Everyone looks rich but you. Here's what nobody tells you. The average American carries $53,000 in debt. That BMW is financed at 9% interest. The Instagram lifestyle is a mirage built on credit cards and car payments. They're not rich. They're drowning in monthly obligations you can't see. You're not falling behind. You're just seeing the highlight reel of other people's financial disasters. Let me show you what's really happening in this economy. By the end of this video, you'll understand why wealth is invisible and why broke looks expensive. You'll see through the illusion that's been fooling everyone, and you'll stop comparing yourself to illusions. You'll learn to spot real wealth versus financed fantasy. This might change how you see money forever. I'm Zoe, and this channel cuts through the financial BS that keeps you feeling broke. No fluff, no gimmicks. Just brutal honesty about money in 2026. Every week, I break down the money traps, the psychological games, and the math that actually matters. If you're tired of feeling behind, you're in the right place. Hit that subscribe button right now. This is the kind of content that changes your entire relationship with money. You'll want to be here for every single video. All right, let's get into it. Let me show you exactly how the wealth illusion works and why your eyes have been lying to you this entire time. Meet Sarah, 32 years old, makes $78,000 a year, drives a 2015 Honda Civic, lives in a modest one-bedroom apartment, has $127,000 invested. Now meet Marcus, same age, same income, same city, drives a 2024 Tesla Model 3, lives in a luxury high-rise, has $8,400 in his 401k. Here's what nobody tells you about these two people. When you see them at the grocery store, at the gym, at a restaurant, Marcus looks successful. Sarah looks ordinary. Your brain is wired to judge wealth by what it can see, the car, the clothes, the apartment building, but actual wealth is invisible. It's sitting in accounts you'll never see. This is the comparison trap. You're measuring your behind-the-scenes reality against everyone else's highlight reel. And the highlight reel is almost always financed at 23% APR. The average American has $53,000 in debt and $8,000 in savings. That's negative $45,000 in net worth. But they're driving around in $40,000 cars looking like millionaires. And here's the worst part. 18 to 29 years old are the most likely to finance their lifestyle. They see influencers, they see their friends, they want to keep up immediately. They don't want to wait 10 years to look successful. They want the apartment, the car, the lifestyle right now, so they borrow the appearance of wealth and pay for it forever. I get it. Social media makes it look like everyone's winning except you. Every scroll shows someone in Santorini, someone buying a house, someone upgrading their Tesla. The pressure is relentless. But it's all fake. Most of it is financed. Most of it is rented. Most of it is borrowed against future income. These people aren't ahead of you. They're drowning quietly. Let's talk about the Instagram economy. This is the financial phenomenon that's destroying an entire generation's net worth without them realizing it. Social platforms have created an economy where showing wealth matters more than having wealth. The appearance of success generates actual money through likes and followers. That micro-influencer with 15,000 followers showing off her Gucci bag? She's making $400 a month from sponsorships and spending $3,000 maintaining the aesthetic. Luxury car rental for photo shoots, designer bag rentals, even private jet interior backdrops you can rent by the hour. The entire lifestyle is rentable and nobody admits it. It's a business model built on debt. Borrow money to look rich. Looking rich attracts attention. Attention earns small money. Small money isn't enough, so borrow more. Repeat forever. But here's what kills me. The real victims aren't the influencers, it's you. Watching this performance and feeling broke because your real life doesn't match their fake one. You're measuring your net worth against someone else's credit limit. You're comparing your savings account to someone else's credit card balance. It's insane when you actually think about it clearly. Studies show constant social comparison literally rewires your brain's reward system. You start needing external validation through visible consumption to feel okay about yourself. It's actual psychological damage. Financial anxiety among 18 to 35 years old has increased 67% since 2010. Coincidentally, that's exactly when Instagram took off and made everyone's fake life visible. The antidote is simple but not easy. Unfollow anyone who makes you feel poor. Delete the apps that show you lifestyles you can't afford. Protect your brain from comparison warfare. Remember, the algorithm feeds you luxury content because it keeps you engaged and feeling inadequate. Inadequate people spend money trying to fix feelings. That's the entire business model of modern social media. Real wealth is quiet, it's boring, it's automatic investments you never post about, it's a paid-off car you drive for 10 years, it's saying no to restaurant weeks every night. Let's talk about the debt reality in America right now. 1.6 trillion in student loans, 1.1 trillion in credit card debt, 800 billion in auto loans. This is catastrophic. The average American household carries $53,000 in debt, not including mortgages. That's $53,000 of stress, interest payments, and financial restriction hanging over their head daily. If you carry $20,000 on a credit card at 19% APR paying minimums, you'll pay over $27,000 in interest over the payoff period. You're buying the same stuff twice. Every month you owe hundreds in minimum payments is a month you're financially enslaved. That car payment owns your time. That credit card balance controls your options. You're not free. You're rented by lenders. The average American spends 43% of their income on debt payments, not rent, not food, debt. Almost half of every dollar earned goes to paying for past decisions before they can address present needs. Over 750,000 Americans file for bankruptcy every single year. 3/4 of them cite medical bills or consumer debt as the primary cause. This is what happens when lifestyle meets reality. Here's the psychology they exploit. Credit cards remove the pain of payment. When you swipe instead of handing over cash, your brain doesn't register loss the same way. Spending feels free. The minimum payment trap is designed to keep you paying forever. $5,000 balance at 18% paying minimums, 22 years to pay off, 22 years of making banks rich. Banks made $120 billion in credit card interest last year. Their entire business model depends on you carrying a balance and paying the minimum. You staying in debt is their profit strategy. Now let's destroy the car payment mythology. The average new car costs $45,000 in 2026. People are financing toys that lose value at $800 a month payments. That $45,000 car loses 50% of its value in 5 years. You're paying $800 monthly to own something that's evaporating wealth. It's like setting money on fire for transportation with better marketing. Here's the real cost. $45,000 car at 7% for 6 years means you pay $57,600 total. That's $12,600 in interest for a depreciating asset. But here's what destroys me. That same $800 monthly invested in an index fund at 8% for 6 years becomes $67,000. You're choosing a $22,000 car over $67,000 in investments. You're not buying transportation, you're buying status. You're buying the hope that people at red lights will think you're successful. That hope cost you over $40,000 in lost wealth. Think about that transaction clearly. And most people never escape this. They finance car after car after car, 40 years of $800 monthly payments. That's $384,000 spent on transportation instead of building actual wealth. A 3-year-old car with 30,000 miles costs $20,000 less and functions identically. Same transportation, same reliability. $20,000 saved, but people choose the new one for feelings, expensive feelings. Then add insurance on a luxury car, add premium gas requirements, add expensive maintenance. That $800 payment becomes $1,150 in real costs. Suddenly you're at over $83,000 spent over 6 years. Now we need to talk about lifestyle inflation. This is the silent killer of wealth building that nobody discusses honestly. It's why high-income earners end up just as broke as low-income earners. Different numbers, same broke. You get a $10,000 raise, suddenly you deserve a nicer apartment, a better car, more restaurant meals, upgraded subscriptions. Within 3 months, the entire raise is consumed by lifestyle upgrades. Your savings rate stays identical. Someone making $50,000 saves 10%. Someone making $200,000 also saves around 10 to 15%. The lifestyle just scales. Bigger house, fancier car, expensive restaurants. Different stuff, same percentage saved. They're both broke. Here's what happens. You start making 6 figures. Your peer group changes. Now you're hanging with people who have vacation homes and European vacations. The pressure to keep up isn't external, it's internal. Your brain rewrites what normal means. Move to a neighborhood where houses cost $500,000. You feel poor surrounded by million-dollar homes. Same income, different zip code, different comparison group. Your happiness and spending both adjust to match your surroundings. It's called relative deprivation. The psychology term is hedonic adaptation. Any lifestyle upgrade feels amazing for about 3 months. Then it becomes your new normal and you need the next upgrade to feel that spike again. It's a treadmill that never stops. Buy a luxury car. First week is incredible. First month is great. By month 3, it's just your car. By month 6, you're not even noticing it anymore. But the payment continues for 72 months. You're paying for a thrill that lasted 12 weeks. Breaking this cycle requires conscious resistance. Every raise, bank half before your brain adjusts. Keep the apartment when you get promoted. Drive the paid-off car another 3 years. Resist the automatic lifestyle upgrade. This is wealth building. Here's the math that matters. 10% savings rate on 100,000 income builds 100,000 in 10 years. 30% savings rate builds 300,000. Same income. Wildly different outcomes. It's not about how much you make, it's about identity. Are you someone who spends money to look successful, or someone who builds wealth quietly? That identity determines everything. Your car, your apartment, your restaurant frequency. Your entire financial future flows from this single choice. Let me tell you how to actually spot real wealth. These are the invisible signals that poor people never notice because they're too busy looking at cars and watches. Pay attention. This will change how you see everyone. Real wealth indicator number 1, time freedom. Wealthy people control their calendars. They're not flexing cars. They're taking Tuesday afternoons off. They're declining meetings. They're picking kids up from school. Time flexibility is real wealth speaking. Indicator 2, options over obligations. Rich people have options. Broke people have obligations. Monthly payments are obligations that remove options. Every payment you owe is a choice you can't make. Count your options, not your possessions. Indicator 3, conversation topics. Wealthy people talk about index fund returns, real estate cap rates, tax strategies. Broke people talk about new cars, designer brands, celebrity purchases. Listen to what someone discusses. It reveals their actual financial reality completely. Indicator 4, response to unexpected expenses, $2,000 car repair. Broke person panics and uses a credit card. Wealthy person checks emergency fund and handles it. Same expense. Completely different emotional and financial response. That's the real gap. Indicator 5, what they accumulate. Wealthy people accumulate assets that appreciate or generate income. Broke people accumulate stuff that depreciates. One group builds a growing pile of value. The other builds a shrinking pile of consumer goods, wildly different trajectories. Indicator 6, the 10-year-old paid-off car in the parking lot, that's wealth. The brand new lease in the executive spot, that's payments. Real wealth drives boring cars because they don't need external validation. The car is transportation, not identity. Indicator 7, the ability to say no. Wealthy people say no constantly. No to dinners they can't afford, no to events that don't serve them, no to purchases that feel wrong. Broke people say yes to everything because they're desperate for belonging. Yes costs money. Indicator 8, time horizon. Broke people think about now. Wealthy people think about 20 years from now. Different time horizons create completely different decisions. Immediate gratification versus delayed gratification. This one variable predicts almost everything about financial outcomes. The real flex isn't the car. It's the investment account that could buy 10 cars but chooses not to. The real flex isn't the designer clothes. It's the net worth that makes designer irrelevant. The real flex is invisible because it doesn't need witnesses. So here's what we've covered. The Instagram economy makes fake wealth visible and real wealth invisible. Debt allows people to look rich while being broke. Car payments destroy wealth building. Lifestyle inflation keeps high earners broke. And real wealth has completely different indicators. Stop comparing your Chapter 3 to someone else's Chapter 20 financed on credit. You're destroying your mental health and your net worth for no reason. Their highlight reel has nothing to do with your actual life. Nothing. Your only financial competition is your past self. Are you building more wealth than last year? Is your savings rate higher? Is your debt lower? Those are the only comparisons that matter. Everyone else's money is irrelevant to your journey. Here's what you do today. Step 1, Unfollow everyone who makes you feel poor or inadequate. Unfollow the luxury lifestyle accounts, the flexing influencers, the keeping up appearances crowd. Protect your mental space from comparison warfare immediately. Step 2. Calculate your real monthly obligations. Every payment you owe, write it down, add it up. Look at that number. That's your financial weight. That number determines your freedom level. You need to see it clearly before you can change it. Step 3. Make a vow. No new monthly payments for 12 months, no new car lease, no new financed purchases, no adding to the obligation pile. Give yourself 1 year of not making the debt situation worse, just 1 year. Step 4. Automate 10% of your income to savings before you see it, before you can spend it, before your brain adjusts to having it. 10% automated creates $100,000 in 10 years. That's the foundation. Step 5. Find people on the same path. Join communities focused on financial independence. Surround yourself with people building wealth quietly instead of performing wealth loudly. Your peer group determines your normal. Choose it carefully. It's everything. Here's the brutal truth about wealth building. It's boring. Automatic investments are boring. Paid-off cars are boring. Staying in the same apartment is boring. Not posting your life is boring. But boring wins. Boring always wins. Excitement is expensive. The math doesn't lie. $500 monthly at 8% for 40 years becomes $2.8 million. That's not a trick. That's not a scheme. That's boring, consistent investing. The same $500 spent on car payments becomes $0. Math is brutal and honest. You have a choice right now. You can keep trying to look rich and stay broke, or you can be boring, invisible, and actually build wealth. You can chase appearances or chase freedom. You can't have both. Pick one. Picture yourself 10 years from now. Path 1, still making car payments, still carrying credit card debt, still feeling behind, still comparing yourself to Instagram. Path 2, investments over $300,000, no payments, options everywhere, time freedom growing. Which future do you actually want? This isn't about budget spreadsheets. This is about identity transformation. You don't need a better strategy. You need to become a different person. Someone who values freedom over appearances, someone who delays gratification, someone who thinks in decades, not days. New identity equals new outcomes. Understand this clearly. Banks make money when you carry debt. Social media makes money, keeping you inadequate. Advertisers profit from your insecurity. Car companies need you financing, not buying cash. The entire economic system is designed to keep you broke and spending. Resistance is rebellion. Every dollar you save instead of spend is a rebellion. Every used car you buy is a rebellion. Every payment you avoid is a rebellion. You're fighting against every message you've received since birth about consumption and status. That takes real strength. Small decisions compound into massive outcomes. $5 saved daily becomes $182,000 over 40 years. $20 saved daily becomes $730,000. These aren't big dramatic changes. They're boring daily decisions repeated until they become extraordinary. Charlie Munger said, "The first 100,000 is a bitch." He's right. Getting to 100,000 invested feels impossible. It takes years. You feel like you're going nowhere. But after 100,000, compound. Interest becomes visible. The math starts working for you instead of against you. Markets will crash. Life will happen. You'll be tempted to stop investing or cash out or panic. Don't. Boring consistency through volatility beats perfect timing every single time. Staying the course when everyone else panics is how you actually build wealth. It's the only way that works. So that's the wealth illusion. Everyone looks rich because fake wealth is visible and loud. Real wealth is invisible and quiet. Debt creates the appearance of success. Actual wealth creates options and freedom. You get to choose which path you're on. If this video opened your eyes at all, hit that subscribe button right now. I make videos like this every single day, breaking down the financial BS that keeps people broke. Real talk, no fluff, just truth about money. Join this community of people who are done playing the comparison game, people who are building wealth quietly, people who value freedom over appearances. Comment below what financial illusion you're breaking free from today. Let's build something real together. The journey to real wealth starts with seeing through the illusion. You've done that today. Now comes the hard part, actually living differently. Making different choices, resisting the pressure to perform, Building wealth nobody can see. That's the real work. I'm giving you permission right now to be boring, drive the boring car, live in the boring apartment, have the boring investment portfolio, skip the boring social events, say boring no to expensive peer pressure. Boring builds wealth, exciting builds debt, choose boring. Here's the final truth. Nobody is coming to save you financially. Not your parents, not the government, not a lucky break. Just you making better decisions consistently over decades. That's it. That's the entire game. Boring decisions repeated until they compound into freedom. That's all wealth building has ever been. You can do this. You can break free from the illusion. You can stop comparing. You can build real wealth. You can choose freedom over appearances. It won't be easy. It won't be fast, but it absolutely works if you commit to it. I believe in you. Thanks for watching. See you tomorrow for more financial truth. Remember, unfollow the fake, build the real, and stop performing for strangers who don't care about your actual life. You've got this. Now go build some boring wealth.